Okay, so we're back today here for one more day. Today is what, Tuesday? Wednesday? What's today? Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so today is Wednesday, the 13th. And I showed you guys yesterday that we were making molds for some parts of the area number 3 statue on number 2. So as you remember, we put those silicone molds in here to pressurize the silicone, and now is 2 more next day in the morning. I'm going to open the pressure pot and get the molds out. They are already hardened and ready to go. Okay, so the first thing we do is to leak the air out of the pressure pot by opening the valve here. So all this noise that you guys heard was the air that was trapped inside the pressure pot. Now we're going to open it. Then we get the molds, and guess what? The silicone is hard. Good. Okay, so all the molds are hard. Now the next step is open it. We're going to open it on the other table over there. Yeah, let's open those molds. This is, I think we can put it upside down like that. I have to fill those. That's something I forgot to do. The other one. Oh my! Let me show this.
Well, it kind of worked.
Okay, so take a quick peek at the mermaids.
I'm not done yet, but I'm close.
Yeah, they're not done, but they're looking very good. It's amazing, Aaron. I think it's going to be very successful.
I hope.
This trident is so cool.
Actually, I was gonna ask, are we gonna do the?
Where's the tail?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh my god, you're giving me a scare now.
Yeah.
Where's the
I
tail?
have to go back to the original file with the,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm making it in a separate scene,
Okay.
and then
That's
I'll.
before the trashing the system.
No, it's just I want to use symmetry where I can, and then bring it into this scene, and then modify it to fit. Then work the asymmetry into it once I apply it to the actual you know, fish body, mermaid tail, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask you about the shaft of the trident. Are you gonna are we doing that in wood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's don't. It's too complicated to cast such a thin, long rod like this because it breaks in the shipment.
Yeah. Well, I was just
So-
thinking about like if there was any way that the factory could do something for us, like they're gonna do it in wood too, I assume.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Could they like wrap something around it just to give it like a
Like what?
just like a design, like wrap like a real thin piece of tape around it so that it has like a spiral look to it?
Yes. Whatever we can do here, they
Yeah.
reproduce there.
All right.
But we just need to, show them how to,
Right. Yeah.
if we want to, let's say, wrap it around with a piece of leather,
Yeah.
we just wrap it around. But the
Right.
problem with wrapping around with leather is it has to go inside her hand.
Right. Right.
So there will be a hole in her hand to that to slide in.
Right.
And the leather might make it
Yeah,
a little
bind
harder.
up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
Well, that's what
the other thing we could do is to, make this a full piece castable. That we can cast the whole rod and the trident, and then cut the hand here,
Yeah.
and then have the hand attached to the.
Yeah, I know that creates complications though, because over time, the length of that thing, it might warp, and then you end up with customers that are unhappy. So,
What I would do was to place a metal rod inside the casting so it
Yeah.
wouldn't warp.
right, yeah.
But then I would have to check. I would have to check with the factory because it has to be a straight piece of metal. It can't be
Yes.
wire. So that might increase the cost. But what are you thinking that would make it worth it?
Just, I don't know, I'd have to play around with it, but just some design on there just so like we're not just, I don't know, giving them a piece of wood.
Okay, man. And then then that's okay. Go for it. Do what your imagination can do and create the most amazing trident you can come up with, and we figured out how to reproduce it later.
Yeah. The rest, I think the rest of it's fine. I just
Yeah.
thought the shaft of it could use a little bit of, spice it up a little.
Okay. Yeah, and then we cut the hand here, and we have a full piece.
Yeah.
We can put a metal inside.
Right.
But look, this girl here will need a bracelet on this arm
Okay.
because we need to cut that arm off
Alright.
to produce,
Yeah.
to cast.
Yeah. No sweat.
So I like what you did on the shoulders there, man. It's cool. Yeah. So it's almost done, right?
Yep. Yeah, I figure like either today or tomorrow it'll be wrapped up.
Okay, now let me ask you a question about the hair.
Yeah.
Could you add a few more very fine strands of hair, just to
Yeah, I can. Sure.
just to make it, because right now, to be honest with you, I like it, but it's too blocky,
Right.
and I miss those tiny, fine strands of hair that
Yeah.
get loose.
Yep.
And-
Are you talking? Do you want them floating or do you want them just woven through the others?
Both.
Okay.
A little bit of floating, just the edges.
All right.
So it's we can make a mold.
Man,
and cast.
I'm worried about these things breaking the way they are. Like adding thinner strands. You don't think?
Thinner strands that could be woven inside the other ones, just
Right.
like coming out,
Yeah.
and then just points.
Yeah.
Not too many, but I think it's not as natural as I would like to see it. Although it's beautifully sculpted, but if there were more
Sure.
fine strands, it would give it that more natural flowing. That because she's underwater,
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and and we will cast the heads separate,
Right.
and we will pack the heads separate from the body.
All right.
So it's going to protect the hair
Yeah.
better.
All right.
So
Yeah. I still actually have a lot of work to do on that on the evil mermaid. I still have a lot of work to do on her tail. I just did a lot of like placeholder type stuff. I have to put the big fin on her like butt, and then
This is the thing I was telling you that we could. I did wrong, and I wish if you can fix. I'll show you. You see this fin?
yeah.
It's not in the right place. The right place the fin should be here.
Yeah, where I put the other ones.
Exactly where you put the other one.
Yeah.
And I pull it when I pull it. I pull it from the wrong area.
Yeah, I see.
And so, if there is any way of, pulling it back here.
Yep. Yeah.
If not, it's okay. But it's
Well,
a tiny detail that
I
bothers
need,
me.
I need to do a lot of texture work on her anyway, so I'll just do it while I'm doing that.
Okay. Well, I think we have a. Come on, turn. We have a winner here. I'm not used to use the mouse for this. It's
Yeah.
funny. Okay, man. Wonderful. Yeah, I love it. Now let's go back to Spencer here.
I'm just glad I'm banging it out as fast as we did. Gotta get it up for second.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spencer is going strong at the mouse there, opening up all the. Nice.
It works sometimes.
It works.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Like the barbarian one worked really well, but the other ones not so much. So I'm not sure what I did.
But this is not the barbarian
Yeah, that's the barbarian left arm.
left arm. That's the girl. Yeah, that's the barbarian girl. But it's fine.
He said whatever.
Yeah, he said whatever. That's okay.
They're the same.
Yeah. But you see, it does work. What we need is to come up with some kind of a mark that it's easier to read.
Yeah.
But we're getting there, man. We're going to develop our own system pretty soon. It's cool. Now, you know what? I need to buy more scissors because all the scissors are.
Mine.
Yeah,
Mine's over there.
Yeah, we need more scissors.
Oh wait, maybe I did use those.
No, I have more scissors here.
I don't know whose scissors I used.
So we have the molds here. And we already opened the boxes and we cleaned them a little bit, and the masters are inside. Now we're gonna cut them open, pull the pieces out, and then we can start casting. Let's do it.
You can cast today, right?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe cast today.
You get Buddy's Conan done.
Yeah, I will fix that corner, yes. Today. It's one of the things I want to do.
You got an email from Michael saying he liked watching his Minotaur being compared.
Yeah, I talked to him recently. So we just need a knife that is sharp enough to cut the silicone. those red lines that I marked on the master with this yesterday. So here they are. The red lines is exactly my guide to cut the silicone open. If I didn't have the red lines, I would not know where to cut. So this is why we mark the pieces with the red line. One. So this is a big one. This is the head. Before you cut, you gotta be sure to cut
We're gonna change it to the hole.
to find the red line.
Yeah, I gotta get to the hole first, so
Yeah.
before I can see the red line.
Okay. Something. Princess. Okay, so here, this wire is not coming off because I glued it. It's one more. You cleaning there?
Yeah, you need epoxy. Yeah, just have to clean out epoxy.
Okay, so let's clean this and let's do more.
What do you got left to do?
Okay, so those molds are almost ready. Now we need to bake them for 4 hours in a very low temperature, about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and for 4 hours, so they can evaporate all the chemicals inside the mold. That's the same reason we wash the mold with acetone in the other movies, but since these we can't open them inside to wash them, we're going to bake them in the oven for 4 hours. So, but that's I'm going to be doing later, not now. Now we're going to do something else.
Doesn't phase you, I'm going to.
No, not anymore.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's make a second casting for the Def Dealer 3 base, because we need two. We did one yesterday. I showed you guys yesterday, and this is the second one we're going to do. So, but Spencer will cast this one. But I like the outfit. We want an artist, right? On our collection.
Eventually,
Yeah.
next.
Okay.
Oh, come on, you made the same mistake not 4 days ago.
Okay, now we have 7 minutes to do that before that starts. Keep
Doing it.
yeah.
That'd be so cool if these mermaids sold as well as that Medusa.
Yes. But that's the idea, right? I think we should try to reduce the size of the base to a minimum, because that might make a difference in the sales. Less base, less space, less cost. Okay, let me blow that access out. Okay. Just go very slowly. Probably gonna need to prop that with some screws.
You might need to scan it, right?
No, that's a. It's actually resin, so it's good. Yep, it's okay. We did it. No problems.
Good.
The mermaids.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably gonna sell them separate and offer them together as well.
Mm-hmm. So one would be a diorama, the other two would just be statues.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so the resin, when it's liquid, has that yellowish transparent color. And now we just need to wait about 10 minutes, and once, and then the resin will harden and will become white. Colors, you know, and one more bluish.
Did I ever show you the? I did a head. Like I took the evil mermaid's head and I modified it. I don't think I ever showed it to you because I did it like a month ago.
No, I haven't seen.
I added like, you probably won't like it, but just I was thinking if we ever wanted to do like a swap out of the head. I didn't show you this.
Why do you think I wouldn't like it?
I don't know.
Let me see. I do like it, actually. But how much is painting and how much is actual sculpting?
I don't know.
I do like it. For the evil one?
Yeah, all I did was take your head. Actually, the issue that I ran into with both heads is that they weren't symmetrical. I don't know if you worked on it after you posed them,
Probably.
but all I did was take the head, cleaned it up, reestablished the symmetry, and then just added all the polyester.
Okay, put the colors back on. It's yeah. It's beautiful. Great.
3D sculpting bases worth it.
Yeah. Going to glue this one and put it for with the head. We didn't, you know, the head's still there.
Oh.
Let's get that base out.
I have the outline of it, like I said.
Oh, I want to see
I
it.
want to take a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard.
Just high.
So very delicately, just move the silicone off the styrofoam first. Yep. Other side. Now start peeling put it on the table, yeah, and starts peeling the sides. Yeah, slowly and gently, yeah. Yep. Keep going around, releasing it, so yeah. Perfect, man. Yeah. Perfect second casting. We have the second Death Dealer base. This is the one that we're gonna probably be sending to the factory. We already cast one yesterday that we're going to be using at the New York Comic Con. And this is going to the factory as a master for the molds. Good.
I'm gonna take this downstairs.
Yes. We're done with that.
Do you want me to email you it? The outline? You want to look at it now?
I can look at it in a few minutes. As soon as I'm done with that silicone over there.
I'll just email it to you. It's not plugged in. It's not gonna warm it up, never.
let this warm up, and then I'll do that one. I received this piece back from a customer a few weeks ago, and he wrote me saying that there is some problem with the statue. I don't know if something is broken or what, and then so I'm going to check it and fix it for him right now. So show you the process of what we also do at ARH Studios whenever we can. This is the Conan Sacrifice, the statue that we produced in 2013. Attention to our home. Talked to Alex about returning my statue to be repaired. The right wrist bracer was damaged. I super glue it, but still looks crappy. Thank you for repairing this for me. Thanks again, Jesse. If everyone could sign the bottom of the base, that would be awesome. So Jesse, you can be sure that I read your letter, and I will fix it. I will make it look like perfect again, and I will definitely sign the bottom of the base for you. He sent some pictures of the damage that he had on the statue, and it's the top of the bracelet that holds the axe. It probably broke when I had no idea how it broke, but that's an easy fix for me. I can get this done in like half an hour, and that's it. So I'll see if I can get this fixed for this guy today. Well, there's something else here. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is the money for the return shipping. Okay, Jesse, we will definitely get your statue fixed today. Let me get this off the box first. So the statue, the styrofoam was not taped, so it's if you guys send me anything back to for repair in the original box, make sure to tape the styrofoam together so I can actually pull it out of the box as one piece. I almost left it everything drop because the styrofoam is not taped, but that's okay. Another thing too is, anytime you guys decide to return something for us for fixing, send back only the damaged part. Do not send any other parts that are not damaged, because that just makes it riskier for breakage during shipment, and also makes the box heavier, so it costs more for shipping. So once you're sending anything back, send only the problematic piece, and we will take care of that. So here's the corner. The overall assessment, the statue is really good. It was painted exactly like what I painted on the master for the. So the quality of this copy here is excellent. The damage is right here. It's very small. It's very small right here. So we're gonna get that fixed for you, Jesse. By the way, we have upgraded our styrofoam in every new statue that we're producing starting this year. All the new statues come with new EPE foam. EPE foam is a much higher density foam. It does not crumble. It's all black, and it's much high quality. Princess, I'm trying to talk to the camera here, huh? So the EPE foam is awesome. It protects much better than this scrappy white one, and I agree, it's scrappy. It looks better, it doesn't crumble. So yeah, from now on, every single statue we're producing comes with the new foam. It costs more. Let's not forget about that. It costs more. It's actually a big increase in the cost of the foam, but I know you guys want quality, me too, so let's have the best foam. So this is the base. He actually got the 25 out of 50. That's the EX edition, and I'm gonna sign it for him right now. Let me get my pen. So, okay, Jesse, it's signed for you. Quantity X, The Sacrifice, May 2015. Okay? me take this to my other room and start working on it. So I have the cone here on my working table. The first thing we'll do is to mix a little bit of epoxy clay that we will use the epoxy to fill the cracks on the bracelet area there. And we're going to also reinforce the inside with epoxy, make sure that it's not going to break even if it touches or bumps into it again. So we just need a tiny bit of amount of epoxy here. The important thing about the epoxy clay is that you have to mix the same amount on both. A and B parts must be equally mixed together. Same amount by volume. So you only need a tiny bit this time. So this is the solvent. It helps the epoxy clay to get soft, so it's easy to work with. So we mix a little bit of solvent on the epoxy clay. Important to keep my left hand clean because I'm going to be handling the statue with the left hand, so I don't want to have to repaint the statue just because my hands are dirty, but my hands are clean. So there is a magnet inside here. There's a magnet, and the magnet keeps pushing my spatula in. So I'm trying to sculpt, and the spatula keeps moving because of the magnet. It's a little bit more difficult this way. So put the epoxy inside. I'm gonna touch up the outside here too. That's it. Yeah, I guarantee you no one will ever tell that this was ever damaged because I fixed it, I resculpted the bracelet straps, and I texturized it again with the same texture that was before. So once I paint, you will never tell it was ever broken. So we gotta wait for the epoxy clay to harden. That's probably gonna take about 2-3 hours depending on the temperature. So yeah, so it's probably gonna be about 3 hours, and then in 3 hours I'll come back to this, and then I will repaint that area over there, okay? Okay, I also got another one. This is actually the snake girl diorama. This is from another customer, and that's the last piece we have here for repairs. So I'm gonna open, check it, and see what's wrong with this one, and we'll fix it too. We have two more molds here. This is the torso for the area number 2, and this is the head for area number 2. We're going to pour some silicone in there, put in the pressure pot just like we did yesterday. So here's the catalyst again. Yes, you guys will see me doing this almost every day, you know. This is a big part of my work. I'm gonna mix a little bit because I'm gonna run out of battery pretty soon. You have to hold the bucket because otherwise the bucket will spin.
So I was using those.
Yeah. The other one broke. I'll go get more. The other battery. Oh, wait. Okay, spin it inside that other bucket.
What happened to the other one?
I don't know, it just stopped working. That's the second one that breaks on me, so you gotta keep buying more. It still spins, you know, but the mixer doesn't spin.
move?
Yeah, if you try with that one, it spins, but the mixer does not spin. So now it's good for the garbage.
I bet you just need to clean it out. This guy's still coming up here.
It's cost $20,
Yeah, wouldn't you rather spend the $20 once than every couple 6 months or so?
I think that the time that you would spend to fix that is not worth $20.
But
Okay, so let's pour it.
yeah, it's stuff in the pressure pots.
No, it's empty. Okay, so we just poured the silicone here. Now we're gonna take it to the pressure pot over there. Let's do this.
short one actually.
We want it up to 70 psi of pressure inside this pressure pot here. That's it. Now we'll wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow we can open. And that's it.
Very good.
So another thing we do here at ARH Studios also is that we write comic books. We have 3 comic books in development. Arian, Astria. Astria is a character you guys have never seen, but I created her a long time ago, and we're finally going to bring her to life. And we also have the Queen of Empires, that we had a statue, actually 2 statues released of her already. So those 3 comic books are already in full development. Arian and Astria are basically done with the first issue. The colorists are finishing the last pages, and then we'll be ready for printing. The Queen of Empires, we just started illustrating it. All 3 stories are really, really fantastic stories, and the illustrations are also fantastic. And all the work we've been doing for those the comics line is fantastic, and you guys will be able to prove it at the Comic-Con in New York in October. We're going to have free samples, and it's going to be readily available for sales through Diamond Comics and probably in your local comic book shop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk to I'm going to be talking to Spencer, because Spencer is one of our writers. He is working with me developing the scripts for the comic books. He is helping me with Astria, and he is now helping me with a 4th character that we created. She's called Alexa, and we haven't shown anything about her yet because we're still working on the plot. We're still working on the details. She will be our first character that has superpowers, right? Yeah. So Spencer is the writer, and he is the mastermind behind everything that we're going to see in the comic book. My participation is basically the ideas, and I had this idea of this character, and then I pitched the idea to him and said, hey, how cool would it be if we created a character that would have this type of power and would be like this and that, and gave him a very rough outline of what I think could be a cool character, and then he is developing everything. So what this guy here does is much more than what you guys see on the movies. He's more than just an office manager. He's more than just a guy that is helping us with castings and making molds. He is a brilliant writer, and this is what he does best. So what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be reading the script of the first issue that he has just finished, and we're going to discuss what we like and what we don't like, if we need any changes or what, and then once we finish discussing it, we will be and then moving to finish the script or make the changes necessary. We're not going to be filming that because that's something that we still want to hold in secret. We don't want to give any clues of what we're writing or the stories. But definitely this is what we're going to be doing right now with Spencer, and we're probably going to be here for another hour or hour and a half. I hope not more than that, but that's how long it takes for us to go over the first issue and go over the plot line and see if we like it and discuss the ideas Sometimes we even have to, play the scenes. Stand up and play the scene to see if it works in reality. So we're gonna be doing all that now, and but I won't be showing that on the video. Okay. So I have been working on those two depth dealers. Those are the two prototypes we're going to be painting probably by the end of this week, maybe sooner if I manage to fix them, to get them ready. This one is going to the factory as a paint master. This one is the one we're going to be seeing at the Comic-Con in October in New York, or vice versa. It doesn't matter, they will look the same. I am now on the assembling phase. I already put some magnets in here. So here at the waist end here, there is a very powerful magnet in here, and another one here that holds the statue together. The skirt pieces also will have magnets in them. They will be positioned in place and held by magnets. Unfortunately, I don't have those magnets right now. I have ordered them online, and they will probably arrive tomorrow. And once I get the magnets, and then I'll be able to have the magnets on the skirt pieces. And that's pretty much how you guys will receive the statue too. It will come disassembled in 3 parts: the legs, the torso, and the skirt pieces, because that's the most safe way to pack the product and avoid breakage. But everything will be assembled with magnets. What else? I also have parts of air in here, as I showed you guys already the other day. Those pieces are ready and cast, and I already finished them. They are basically ready for painting. I'm not going to assemble those like I'm doing with the depth dealer, because in Arian's case, it's easier to paint them in parts. So before I glue them all together as a statue, I'm going to paint. So, and only after painting we're going to see her fully assembled. But as I said, I already have all the parts of the body ready for painting. And we actually have not made, we don't have the torso yet, because the torso, we are making molds of the torso right now. The torso will be ready probably tomorrow, the molds, and then we're going to cast the torso and finishing assembling Arian too. Oh, that's Hades. Have we talked about Hades already? No, right?
No.
In video? No. So no one knows. Well, actually, Alex already said that we're gonna have a Hades, but
Yeah, I think it got kind of buried in the forums though.
yeah.
There's so much other stuff going on.
Yeah, but that's not a problem, because once we have the sculpture, everything will come back. So this is what we are looking at right now. I have here on my screen, that's the face of the evil mermaid that we are sculpting. I have posted a picture of it on Facebook, and we have posted pictures on a couple of other forums, but this is what we're looking at right now. That's one of the mermaids, and she looks just absolutely gorgeous. Erin is refining my sculpture and finishing other parts that I was not able to finish, and it just looks phenomenal, and it will be ready pretty soon. Right now, what I'm going to be doing here is, it's already 7:05. It's already 7:05 at night, and we are not going home yet. Probably going to spend at least a couple more hours here at the studio working. At least I will, because right now I'm going to start editing the movie we made yesterday. So I have pretty much done everything I could do at the studio. I made some molds, I worked on the depth dealer, I fixed a few statues, I made some castings. So we've done a lot already today, and right now I'm going to start editing the movie we did yesterday. So I'll show you a very quick images of that, and that's it, guys, and then we'll be done for today. First thing I'll do here is open the program. I actually had to buy a new program, a new editing program. So I had to buy a new editing program because the movie maker that comes with in Windows is just a piece of crap and didn't work for what we need to do. We have a huge volume of files, and that program is so limited. So I ended up buying a new one that is more professional looking, and it gives us a lot more tools, and it actually makes the whole process much faster. So I will just download all the footage from yesterday. I already have transferred the footage from the cameras to the computer, so I'm just going to import all those files here. As soon as the program finishes importing those files to the program, and then I'm going to start editing. So I think that's it for today. There's no reason to show any of that anyway. I'm going to cut the camera right now, and see you guys tomorrow with one more day. Thank you.